I don't want anything that she did in the past related to that stuff in my brain at all. I want to know, what's right in front of me.
You've been married 5 times, divorced and remarried since we last did the interview.
I've been married for over 30 years, if you add them all together.
Okay, what's your perspective on the challenges you've had on that front?
You have to look at the common denominator. Who's the same person in all 5? Me.
Okay, what do you think the issue's been?
Look, if I'm gonna make something, I just finished this gun I've been working on for 3 years. So I've poured everything I had into it. I want people, when they touch it and shoot it, I want it to be the best gun they've ever shot. So the dedication that I apply to my work and my chosen tasks, I've never applied that to a marriage.
Why do you think not?
I think it's always been secondary, you know? Shop has always been at the top of the pyramid, and everything else is a distant second. Carla doesn't count. Carla and I were together 10 years. I was 20 when I met her, and she was 30. And like, we have 2 amazing kids. We ended our marriage with no lawyers and continued to stay friends. She got Alzheimer's. I take care of her. Like, there's nothing negative I want to sprinkle on that. But the marriages that came after that, I mean, the blame and the downfall of those, I think, has to go squarely on me, because the proof is when things get bumpy, I'm just like, F this, like, I don't need this bullshit, you know, I gotta work. And I don't think until I met Alaina was the first time, like, okay, I don't want this to fail, I want this to work. And so you have to push through all the negativity, all your past, all your current, and like, you know, this is a person that's very different from me. All of them were. And I have to like figure out a way to accept them for being different. You know, it's always kind of, you know, honestly, it's always been my way or the highway.
I'm not trying to be indelicate here, but one thing I love about you is you're just blunt. So I'm just gonna say it. In you know, in most of the serious relationships you've had, there's always been allegations of cheating of some sort. To what extent is that something you struggle with?
Well, Sandy, I cheated on her. I admitted it. You know, the media blew it. Wait, I think nobody is honest about a situation like that, and nobody will fess up, take the blame. Everybody just denies everything, and I did. I stood up and took the blame. All that did is pour gasoline on it and assume that everything was worse. And then, okay, now I'm a cheater. Now that makes every relationship after that, oh, I must be cheating again too. So anything, you know, and I don't know, I'm pretty loyal and pretty, you know, I just think people are always gonna assume that, you know.
Were you straying in the other relationship?
Not at all, not at all.
Why do you think that narrative exists?
I think because of the media bullshit, you know. When I do a Google search and there's 3,800 articles about me cheating on America's sweetheart, I think that might skew people's, and this is even before the tabloid scandal, the media has always been really like hypersensitive to my personal life, you know? I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but like, you know, the struggles that Alaina and I have been through, the media just automatically assumes that I'm cheating and starts, you know, they're just going to go with that.
Well, and same with Alexis. I mean, that was the same kind of narrative.
Well, I think the whole Alexis thing was like rumors and stuff started by her mom. Because Alexis and I ended our marriage and didn't really have a problem with each other. It just didn't work, you know. But people are always going to say, you know, I don't know, I'm a cheater, I guess. I think it's when do I do that? I don't have any time, you know?
Hindsight's always 2020, but what do you do to course correct forward looking?
Alaina and I have experienced some, rough times and filing for divorce and fighting, but I think it's,
And what was the genesis of that?
I don't know, I think kind of bullshit. Like, we'll get into a petty fight and it'll blow up out of proportion. And I think it's not really us fighting each other. It's us, her past and my past having a war with each other and trying to prove that, like, you're like this. No, wait, you're like this. And I think it's like we have to realize, I think we did, and we have realized that, like, I don't want to be with anybody but her, and she doesn't want to be with anybody but me. And I think both of us have such raw scabs for relationships. She's been through a lot. I'll comment on her perspective. Being with Janine and her and I having Sonny and me raising Sonny and Janine's past career has been a blessing for me that I'm thankful for, that I kind of has given me insight to stuff that Alaina goes through,
How so?
Just because that whole industry is traumatic, and it was
The like porn industry. Okay,
adult industry, and it's like it does real damage, even at its best. Women are damaged and traumatized, and like it's hard to turn the page on that stuff and begin a new life.
Like, what's your attraction to that?
I mean, I don't really know anything about her. Didn't know her from that industry. I knew her from guns, and still today I ignore all of it. I don't want to see any of that stuff. I don't want to hear any of that stuff. I don't want anything that she did in the past related to that stuff in my brain at all. I want to know what's right in front of me.
Yeah.
I want to know her, how much I love her as a person. I just want to know Alaina. She's awesome. She's just like this 10,000 watt light bulb, and she's just magnetic and charming and funny and well-spoken and everything. And I don't think people have really ever seen her. I think everybody thinks, oh, he loves her because she's a porn star. That's what he's into. I don't really think she's been any kind of venue to showcase who she is.
What do you think you've learned about yourself through your relationships?
First and foremost, what I was doing before didn't work. Plain and simple. I think to have a business and have a shop and have the things that I have and the success and have the skills that I have takes a certain amount of dedication that's a 24/7 thing. More than that. I can't have all this, the shop, the skills, the products, the facilities, the knowledge, and have a great relationship. I accept that. I accept that, I can't do it all. I'm not good at that. I think that's what I've accepted. I think people probably see it. I'm great at a lot of the stuff I do, just not marriages.